So this is this continent. Hopefully I'll get to talk on that in one of my lectures. No, the mainstream, remember when I talk about the history, the mainstream economists don't really care much actually. They think the economy can go without the environment. And that's why you have the break, right, into environmental economies and ecological. And some of us are pushing, just trying to combine. And that's why I like going back to Adam Smith, because they use Adam Smith as the basis of, forget it, we'll just make the money and we'll all be fine. So it's true. It's a big challenge to get the big guys in Wall Street to listen to this. So I think this is the big challenge we have with sustainability. How to reconcile society's development modes of having planets and environmental limits in the long term. In the case of fisheries, we want to eat fish. Fish protein is important, right? We want to eat fish. Jobs, as every head of state, they want jobs, right? And so you get people in there and the income that comes with that. And profits, of course, our companies want to make money, and shareholders want to make money and so on. So how do you do all of this without depleting the fish stock and messing up the ocean? I think this is the biggest challenge we have, how to deal with this. Do you agree? How do you deal with this? If we didn't want to eat fish, then to be easy, the fish will take care of themselves. Some of my colleagues say, oh, if you put together an MPA, the big fish eat the small ones. I say, they always know how to deal with each other, big and small fish, whales and salmon. They learn how to live together somehow. It is when we go in there. But we want to go in there because of this. So dealing with this is not easy. And now, do you think we can resolve this challenge? Any ideas from the book here? I want to use the white body here. How do we deal with this?
I think we need to control the human population.
Ah, she's coming at the high altitude. Population control. You are brave. Most of us don't talk about this. And it's really great. Yeah, so you should say at the top of things, we just have to reduce the number of mass that we have to feed, right?
Because people are not fishing just for fun.
Yeah.
They eat what they eat.
So which country are you from? Turkey. So can we do that here? Can we tell them? No. Yeah. That's the thing. Nobody wants to touch this, but it's really.
Do you know Paul Skipper, Mountain of Fishing?
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
And he says that it is not possible because of the religious leaders.
Yeah,
religious leaders. And our Prime Minister, is it online? Okay. All the public agrees to each other, yeah. So we can't control.
You can control, yeah. So who is in the country where you think your president or prime minister can go on TV and say, our problem is population, so we should take it down?
We need to start with the leaders. Reducing the population, start from the top.
From the top.
Then we can do that.
Yeah, then we can do that. Even China that has a one-child thing, there's a lot of pressure for them to change that. I've been reading a lot in the news, right? Yeah, because there are issues related. So this is a big one. Okay, there is a counter, there is something that goes with this. What else could we do at this level?
But actually, I think our degradation of the planet is not directly related to the number of people, because there are nations that consume much more than
that's the second. Thank you. So consumption per capita is very important. Yeah, I agree with you. Per capita, because that's when you deal with that, right? There was one day I flew from Vancouver to London. I get into the hotel room and I turn on the TV, and David Suzuki was on the TV. And he was comparing, it's amazing actually, he almost used me as an example. He was comparing the CO2 that somebody who flies from Vancouver to London pumps out, and compares it to a family in India, rural India, a family of 6 or 8. It's unbelievable. I was heartbroken that even in the whole evening. It's just such a huge difference, right? So that's the point. So consumption is important. So the population and consumption together. This I call them high-level issues. Really. That's the more we can deal with this, I think the better for us. Right? You just need to go stay in a hotel in Washington D.C. and then come to Paris and see the difference. The best in Paris are like this. Not the kind of hotels I go to, okay? And then you have in the US, it's like from here to here, that's the bed, you have to swim in the bed. So that's the kind of thing we're talking about. It's amazing. So yeah, these are big ones. Okay. What other?
Can we go for alternative sources?
Alternative sources, okay. Of, say, protein, right? And this is another, for example, agriculture. People use agriculture as a way to deal with this, which partly can solve the problem, partly done well, or contribute to solving the problem. But that also has its problems, right? It's not to give it, like I said, former Minister of Namibia Fisheries, Abraham, excellent guy, PhD in zoology, so he knew what he was doing. There was a time he just caught the agriculture back. And all the time he's talking about agriculture, that's what will solve the problem. And Namibia is a desert country with little bodies of water in there. And they were planning to plant these farms on this. Can you imagine that? The cattle depend on that, the small farms and so on. And there's no thinking about what agriculture will take away from these sectors, right? So it's not easy. There's no free lunch most of the time. So it's good to think of alternatives very carefully, because you may just be shifting the thing. It's like refusing to eat fish, and then you go for beef. Let them do the calculation, life cycle calculation. The inputs that go into give you a pound of fish versus a pound of beef, and you see it's right. So yeah, it's careful thinking. One more before I move into my lecture.
We need to recycle our wastes.
Recycle. Yeah, recycle. Intensify. Do more and more. Is there a problem with recycling?
Of course.
Of course. The loss of what? Thermodynamics. How much can you use artificially? At the end of the day, all energy has to be. So yeah, but the more we can do this, the better again. Excellent. Let's move on. Right? So now, to achieve sustainability, these are some of we need to focus on the dynamic interaction between nature, that is the fish and humans, which is the subject of this lecture, of this course, right? The interaction between nature and people. So it's really important to do this. And I'm sure you some results we are getting for a paper we are currently working on, just to illustrate this point. So this is a paper we are doing here with Chang. He's an ecologist and the economist, so Professor at our place. And what we say is, if you look at the life history of species in the ocean, and you try to calculate the vulnerability of fish stocks based on life history, ecology, this is the picture you will get in the world ocean of where vulnerable species are. So you have the red areas, that is intrinsic population growth rate. So essentially we use the growth rate and other life restricting to determine this. So the basic idea is if you have fish that grows very fast, then it is less vulnerable to fish, right? Everything being equal, because it can come back. Capenta is a popular one, Lake Victoria. They take about 90, 95, 98% of the stock each year, they just come back. It's so productive, small fish. So that's what you're seeing here. And if you have deep sea fisheries that are slow growing, deep inside, that means 100 years and over, then they are more vulnerable. That's what the biology will tell you in the main. And that's what we map here. So we take every part of the ocean an EEZ or a large marine ecosystem, we check out all the animals in there. We find out their life histories, their growth rates, and we calculate an aggregate for half degree by half degree set of their growth rate, and that's what you see. So, species on that side, Chile and Peru, are less vulnerable, anchovies, right? So that's what you see. So if you design your policy based on this map, you are going to say that we should protect the red areas more than the blue areas, because the animals in the blue areas are less vulnerable, right? This is pure ecology. And what I'm telling you is that this is not the full story. So in the next slide, we say, how about if we are thinking of the economics of this fishing activity? What drives people to fish? What will economists tell you? And the vulnerable places are. And this is what you see. And that goes to your question about short-term, long-term. So actually, this is our picture of how short-term thinking dictates the fishing, the push to fish in different parts of the world ocean. So we take what we call a discount rate of fishes. You know the discount rate? How many people that know the discount rate? Yes. And what is that? Who wants to tell me what that is? So I don't know about it. A volunteer. You want to try? So discount rate, can you give an example or explain what it is?
It's basically the value I give to something that is in the future.
Yeah.
And it changes, so that's the stuff.
Okay. You know, we do discounting in economics because $1 to you today is more valuable than the same dollar coming to you 5 years, right? Most of us will agree. So if I'm giving you $10 today, you prefer that than $10 in 5 years. Because of obvious reasons. You have your money now, you can do what you want to do with it. And even not taking into account inflation. Real dollars, even if it's real dollars, you prefer to have it now than tomorrow, right? Because you can put it in the bank and interest. The interests are very low now, right? But let's say you can get 10%, then in a year's time it will be $11 roughly. So if you want to, you accept $11 as a substitute for getting $10 now. You accept $11 in the future because that makes up, right? So that is the whole idea. And the key thing about discounting and discount rate is the higher your discount rate, the more you value the future. No, the less you value the future. So if you have a high discount rate, the future doesn't matter much to you. If you have a low discount rate, the future is important to you. And so we say, depending on the discount rate of the fishes, this is the kind of picture you have. So if we take an area, we look at the boats fishing there, who owns them, what country, what fishes, what is their discount rate, and then we use it to make this picture. So again, the more red the places, the more vulnerable the fish is, just looking at the economics. All right? You remember we looked at the biology before. So completely different pictures. Completely different. So it tells you that the pole areas are actually less vulnerable because the people fishing there have no discount rate. That's what it says. So protect the red areas. So in this paper where I give that, the way to look at this is to look at both. Because you have the fish doing their own thing like history, you have the fishes with their behavior, you have to look at both in order to have good policies that will work. And so when you combine these two, this is what you have. So this is, both of the earlier ones are modified because the two now are interacting. So that's it. So it tells you what you need to protect. Around Brazil, you have a lot of action there. You need to protect that because the discount rates are very high. Either the discount rates are very high, or the species living there have low, they are not productive, or a combination of those two in some sense. So that's what you have. So the person who uses this for policy is more likely to succeed than the one who uses only the economics or only the ecology. That's the key point. So if you're thinking of marine